Jim was a wacky, zany, and eclectic person. I mean, if you look around right now, these are most all of his books, and then there's boxes and boxes of more of his stuff. So he definitely collected a lot of stuff, and a lot of interesting stuff too. He was a magician. Ta-da! He was a musician. There's boxes of guitars that he made out of cigar boxes. He made a whole bunch of these, and they have like input too. I think actually, hold on, let me plug it into an amp and see if it still works. Yeah. Besides those interests, he was a genuine, caring, thoughtful person. He was just very sweet and fun to be around. I knew Jim before he was taking any medication. Ever since I knew him, he was always obsessive, because of his disorder, OCD. So I think the underlying factors for that addiction were there. Oh, he was also obsessed with our dogs too. He would take care of them religiously, and he would think about them all the time. But he was walking our dog, and he fell and he was injured, so he hurt his back, and that's how he was prescribed the medication. Before his injury, he was prescribed Xanax so he could go on planes. And so I knew Jim had Xanax, and I knew that he would get, tired and a little loopy when he was on them. It would never raise any flags when I would see him taking medication. This addiction that he had, especially when he started using opioids, wasn't like I see someone, I see needles all over the ground or in the bathroom, or, I see him conked out in a gutter. It all seemed very sterile, and it's really strange to think about too, is like how he could have been pretty much doing drugs a room over from me, and I wouldn't even know. Even if I saw him doing it, I wouldn't even know. With addiction, your personality starts to change, so it felt like he was spiraling out of control. He seemed to be a very calm and rational person before, and he was, one of the smartest guys and coolest guys I'd ever known. And then that sort of kookiness and eclecticness of his personality started to fade, and he would become irritable or depressed. I didn't want to be around him. And I would separate myself from him or not talk to him when he was around the house, because I was, either scared to talk to him or I had other stuff going on. Like, the change sort of happened. It's like I didn't see it happen, and then all of a sudden he was gone. Like, not only this person I knew when I was a kid, this person who was like my dad, who was like my best friend, wasn't in there anymore, and then he was gone for real. So, yeah, the change happened without me really seeing it. Even the annoying things, like him having to lock all the doors 5 times, and that we were always late, no matter where we were going. Even the little annoying things like that, like I would take those all back just to have my friend again, my dad.